All right, hey, what's going on to all of my subscribers? And my new subscribers. So you have the Temperance, the Seven of Wands, the Lovers, the Star, excuse me, Three of Cups, the Hangman, the Emperor, the Ace of Pentacles, the Magician, and then you have the Six of Pentacles. So this is for Taurus, just in case if you didn't tell. Taurus, the zodiac sign, this reading right here is for Taurus. Okay, so the Temperance, the Seven of Wands, the Lovers represents the BS offers that people tried to give to you. A lot of people thought that you could be easily manipulated, but come to find out, you Taurus actually can't. There's a such thing that is called free will. And free will is essentially unpredictable. That's the reason why it is that I suggest never trying to control free will, because Taurus is usually a zodiac sign that likes to try to think of people as possessions, right? Because they love so hard, but at the same time, excuse me, it's quite ironic due to the fact that a lot of people try to control you, or this person tried to control you. This person may have even told you that they love you, but in actuality, they're very dysfunctional. They got some things that they need to actually deal with, and that's really the problem. They're in a situation where they actually need to deal with their own issues, their own personal fears, their own personal issues, and as a result, that's when they actually will make that personal transformation to be better. As of right now, they're not doing any of that. They're just essentially going to be in your way and trying to do everything they can to to inflict on you what a person, the type of damage that a person did to them. And obviously, that's not necessarily the best thing in the world to do. So you have the Star and the Three of Cups. These cards right here represent how. So a lot of you Taurus are still out here on the dating market looking for the best type of people that you can find, right? The best type of people that's good for you that you can find. And some of you Taurus may even resort to kind of like drinking occasionally, right? The occasional get together, you go out with the person, get some drinks, because Taurus is the zodiac sign of good food, good and good company, right? And that's all encompassing, right? The idea that you can sit down at a bar or sit down at a maybe even in your home, have a drink with your significant other, right? All that type of stuff. All of that encompasses into it, right? Taurus likes the fancy things, the plush cushion stuff, right? Because Taurus is ruled by Venus. Venus also rules over Libra, and Venus represents the soft, lavish lifestyle. And the thing is that Taurus being ruled by Venus, Taurus shares that commonality with Libra, right? So you're looking for that type of person in which you can actually trust to be in a relationship with, that you can actually have that comfort to have over at your home, get a drink, eat, because Taurus loves. And then you have the Hangman, right? The Hangman, the Emperor, the the Hangman and the Emperor represents this being a situation for you where, but there's some things that's blocking that though. Some of the things that's blocking that, my dear Taurus, is that you're you're out here in a situation where, sorry y'all, but y'all out here in a situation where you need to first examine some things about yourself. What exactly drew this person to you? What exactly about you and the vetting process that stops you from meeting somebody that's actually beneficial for you is the thing that you need to start asking yourself. Because if you can't come up with the answer, then what's going to happen here is this is where things end up becoming detrimental for you, Taurus, because then you start making the same mistakes, dealing with the same type of people, different shirt, how many times over, right? So there's some things that, because the Hangman represents self-realization, it represents, look at it, it's diving. It represents diving into the water head first, hands first, right? Completely what we would consider upside down, right? And then you have the emperor. So the emperor represents the types of people you're looking for this, but you're getting the fake emperor, in a sense that you're dealing with the types of people who think that being better is all about being snotty, being snobby, being manipulative, being controlling, being possessive, being disrespectful. That's what they think nobility is. And they have no idea what nobility actually is. First and foremost, nobility is introverted, and then it's so much power, it actually leaks to the outer. So let me give you an example. An intro I should say nobility would be like decency, right? Having the ability to where, you know, you see you know, for instance, what's a good example? You see somebody who you have a certain level of respect for, you hold the door open for them, right? And you want to hold the door open for them, not because you know some you know because some chivalry type stuff, but because you have respect for their life, right? You have respect for their livelihood, their life. You actually care about them, right? So, and you don't see them as an enemy. So you hold the door open for them. A person who, see, now that all has to deal with character, like I've been talking about. A person who looks at that and sees it and whatever, whatever. I don't really care. I don't really care. They lack character because they're so petty. They don't even have the decency to do what? To hold the door open for somebody. And you don't even have to hold the door open all the time. I'm just saying enough to the point where it you do it enough to the point where it shows that you're not petty. If you're going somewhere or you go out the door, you don't have to be like, oh, I'm a thing or whatnot. You could actually hold the door open for, you know what I'm saying? That shows humility, and people actually like that. You feel what I'm saying? So the Ace of Pentacles represents how you got to start looking for people who have that level of nobility. But see, that type of search is going to be easy yet difficult, meaning that you will see it with time, but it's not going to be easy in that sense because not too many people on earth have that. Because a lot of people like to smother decency out with money, right? Whenever it is that somebody does something very disrespectful, you ask them, why did you do that? That hurt. That was, I mean, you could have at least tried to make up for that. You could have at least, like, I didn't think that you and I had a problem, so you could have at least tried to make it better, try to actually make up for that. And they're like, oh, well, I was out here doing something. I was busy and this, that, and the third. Yeah, but you still ended up, whether it is that you meant to do it or you accidentally did it, I'm still to catch. You still ended up wasting my time where I did what it is that I said I was going to do, but it didn't necessarily happen. So I want you to know that that still hurt. A decent person is going to apologize. Look, my bad. Let me go ahead and make it right. An indecent person is going to make it about everything other than admitting that they was wrong and apologizing. Look, I'm sorry. I don't know why it's so difficult for grown-ups to admit that they're sorry. Why can't they just say the words, right? They're supposed to be so intelligent, but what makes you intelligent, or what's one of the indications of real, you know, someone is home, is the ability to admit when and where you went wrong, right? There's times where I get a lot of things wrong. I get a lot of things wrong. And guess what happened? I say something, do something. There's times where I get a lot of things wrong. Guess what it is I do? I apologize. Hey, I'm sorry. Because I was wrong. I was wrong. What am I supposed to say? Oh, those types of people who try to make it seem like, oh, I was busy and you need to get money and all this other type of stuff. All of that stuff is very indecent because you're at certain points, respect is worth more than money. You understand what I'm saying? So the thing is that the Magician and the Six of Pentacles represents this being a situation for you where, and don't allow anybody to try to gaslight you into a situation where they're giving you real nobility and they're trying to actually just disrespect you, right? You got to be able to see through people, and you have to be able to see through people accurately to where you're not just cutting them off haphazardly. You're actually able to see through them and know that they what type of position they're coming from, so you can know that they're full of it. So what happens here is the Magician and the Six of Pentacles represents, don't ever let people play you in that regard where they use money. This is why you get the Six of Pentacles. They use money as a means of trying to get you caught up in the trick bag. Don't ever let people do that to you, because people who are like that, they will use money as a kind gesture, but what it does is it's actually a Trojan horse to where you accept the money and now you put yourself in a compromising position. Every gift is a potential trap, meaning that there are some people who will gift you things because they genuinely care and they want to continue and potentially, even depending on the situation, even increase the type of interaction or relationship or relation or correlation that they have with you. Friends, family, intimate acquaintances, people that you meet at the store, people that you meet out in the street, your neighborhood, stuff like this. But then there's people out here who try to manipulate you by trying to, hey, I'm gonna go ahead and give you this, but at the same time, they're very disrespectful. They're very manipulative. They're very, one-sided. They're very iniquitous in the sense that there's not a lot of equal opportunity. They want everything to be, one-sided their way, where they always get to be right and you can never be right no matter what they do to you. Those types of people, and they use money as an instrument to be able to manipulate people. This is where a lot of you Taurus need to learn that your inner fortitude, who you are on the inside, it has to be very strong. Because I turned down money 3 times from 3 different people. And I don't care. I'm never, because see, if it was about money, you would allow yourself to be manipulated. I don't care. It's not about money for me. Because you can you can be ruthless in your intentions, get what it is that you need to get, be cold at it without being cruel, and at the same time without compromising yourself in that regard, right? And get what you want. But a lot of times people need to go to, let's clarify the Six of Pentacles. People need to go through the realm and stoop low of corruption. So you have, to clarify the Six of Pentacles, you have the King of Swords, you have the Lovers, and last but not least, you have the World. So this is a situation, to clarify the Six of Pentacles, where what you really want to do is you want to be in a situation where nothing, you want to be here to where nothing and no one ever restricts your freedom, nor you try to restrict their freedom. Because and don't worry, a video is coming out about Taurus to kind of help y'all kind of advance yourselves so that you don't have to keep living the same mistakes that you do. If you want that video, let me know in the comment section that you do in fact want that video. And then you have the Lovers and the World. The Lovers and the World represents how a lot of you need to also understand that what you've got going on also is a lot of people who, how do I say, a lot of people who used to tell you that they love you but they really don't. You're actually leaving them in the dust, and that you just need to be able to identify what they look like and how to walk away from them, right? Because Taurus is a zodiac sign that can be loyal to a fault. And sometimes that loyalty really kind of makes them the sacrificial bull, if that makes sense. So that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe. Appreciate you.